Hi, hope you're very well, back in, hope you're very well, back in, imagine what back in there, hope you're very well indeed, happy New Year to seriously, 2022, and as today, let's vlog a blog, so really interesting today, we look at something a bit different today, we look at other illusions, but this illusion today is a classic sawing through a woman, okay, how do you saw somebody in half, okay, how do you do that, how do you cut somebody in half for two pieces, body there, legs there, how do you do that, okay, so sit back, relax, let's vlog a blog. Amazing, it's one of the best versions, the most baffling versions I've ever seen of sawing a person in half, okay, illusion goes back over 100 years, the days of P.T. Selbit. Check this out. Here we're going to go. Look, Joy's feeling it's good fun. Here we're going to go. The sawing half illusion was an amazing illusion invented about 100 years ago, 1920s, by a magician called P.T. Selbit, also known as Percy Thomas Tibbles, okay. The anagram of his name was P.T. Selbit. He actually invented the illusion back about 100 years ago, the early 20th century. The illusion of sawing a person in half became one of the most famous, iconic illusions of all time, often copied, often mimicked by other magicians, okay. But often the original version, okay, was interesting. The original version actually was quite basic. It was actually one put in a kind of crate basically, and so they basically kind of saw the crate in half, okay, but they didn't put it in half, okay. They stuck kind of blades and mirrors and bits of glass through the box, but they didn't actually pull the box in two pieces. That's the original version done by P.T. Selbit. In fact, you can see that if you check out Paul Daniels, some of the Paul Daniels shows about 40 odd years ago. But P.T. Selbit was a really good magician, seriously, okay, and he was quite a good inventor. And this guy, P.T. Selbit, okay, obviously went on to create an illusion that became an iconic illusion, okay, along with the Indian rope trick, okay, and levitations. Sawing a person in half became the most iconic illusion of all time, probably the biggest illusion of all time, seriously. Probably the world's best illusion, a Buzz Saw by David Copperfield, is actually sawing in half illusion as well, seriously. In a minute we might see that illusion, right, in a minute actually. Now let's have a look at some amazing versions as kick-off of really baffling versions of this astounding magic illusion, okay, sawing a woman in half, or sawing a person in half, I should say. Being PC and being a bit woke today. So have a look at this illusion now. Well, look at this. First of all, kick off with the version by the Pendragons, the legendary American illusionist. I think this is actually Jonathan Pendragon, with another girl basically. It's in a crystal glass box. It goes like down a crystal glass box. Get this, crystal see-through box, okay. And it saws the girl in half completely, okay. And she's put in two pieces, okay. This is a crystal clear box. This is really my book. This is really baffling, seriously. I don't know exactly how this works. This is quite an innovative new version of sawing a person in half. Have a look at this now. This is truly baffling. Just take a breather, okay, for a second. Sit back, relax, okay, and look at this illusion. This illusion is pretty astounding. Jonathan Pendragon sawing a girl in half in a crystal box. Have a look at this, it's amazing. seriously, isn't it? Do you love that illusion? It's amazing, that illusion, isn't it? I don't know, even though I'm pretty impressed with the illusion, how good that really is, okay? I've got to say, looking at this now on the list of stuff, it's really impressive, isn't it? And how do you do that? How do you cut 1.5 so close like that? Seriously, he's actually talking to her as he's got no legs at all, okay? And puts the band together and just pops out the box. It's pretty amazing, seriously, isn't it? So that's the Pendragons version, or Jonathan Pendragon's version of the classic Saw and Woman Half. Okay, good. That's very good, isn't it? Now the version I saw also. On YouTube, again, looking on YouTube, over 1,000 videos, researching this trick for the last 20-30 years. There's a version by a British musician called Sam Power. This guy, Sam Power, really does a very good version of it. Again, it's quite a clear version. The girl goes to the box, very clean cut, very smooth. Okay, go in the box, saw on two, box, pull in two pieces again, legs to the body over there, put back together again, and jumps in the box again. This is another clean cut version, a very sharp. I like this sharp, simple, clean cut version of sawing a girl in half again. Have a look at this again. This is a really nice, simple, powerful version by a magician called Sam Power. Check this out, it's very good indeed.
Your heart's colder, I will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under, but I will wait for you. There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
Again, it's very good, wasn't it? I love that one, isn't it? Very good indeed. Again, that's very simple, clear cut, isn't it? Go in the box, out of the box in two pieces. Very clean, isn't it? I like kind of quick magic that's simple and clean, isn't it? And that, again, it's very baffling, isn't it? Indeed, isn't it? How does it work? Is it two girls, one girl mirrors? It's good, isn't it? Seriously, that's a good version, isn't it, of that illusion, seriously. Now, going back about 40 years, the great American magician Doug Henning again did illusion again himself. One of his shows back in about 1981 or so, did this version of illusion. It's very baffling again. I managed to source it on YouTube for you guys. It's very good indeed. Now, if you've ever seen this again, I remember seeing this when I was 10 years old. I remember thinking this is really amazing. Again, he gets a massive sort of silver disc, basically, or a yellow big disc, and the girl gets on the table, cuts the girl in half with this massive disc, basically, pull the two pieces again, back together again, okay, jumps up again in one piece again. It's amazing stuff again. The usual routine you've seen with the routine. This is a lovely, very baffling version again. And this is very streamlined, very clean cut, very streamlined version of the trick again. Have a look again. This is a lovely clean cut, streamlined version from nearly 40 years ago, or probably 40 years ago, by the big American magician of the 1780s, the legendary hippie magician Doug Henning. Check this out, it's very good as well, seriously.
No one else sees. sky shades of pearl and green. Fire burning hearts in darkest places. There's never been a better time to feel alive. I found no way we're past the lines.
Good, I love that one, isn't it? Very nice. That's a lovely version of Illusion, isn't it? But then with a massive disc, isn't it? Good fun to do it seriously, isn't it? Again, the principle for that I think is a little different from the other principles of the other versions we've seen. It's very good indeed, seriously. I'm still getting over the Pendragons one, aren't you? The glass box, amazing that one, isn't it? Okay. Okay, on to that, the version. We'll have a look at the classic version. Classic version here by British magician Johnny Hart. Johnny Hart was a great British magician. He died about 5 years ago. He lived, I think he came from Lancashire in northwest of England. He was a really good magician, Johnny Hart. Okay. He was a kind of rival to Paul Daniels, okay, here in the UK. Love Johnny Hart, very good magician, seriously indeed. Lovely act he did of doves and so actually he was appearing in dogs and stuff. Really good magician, seriously. Also, he was very good. He did a show in the Magic Castle up in the western London about 984. Pretty good magic show. In that magic show, he did a classic version of Song of Woman and 2 again. This is the classic version. I'll show you right now. This is from 984 from a TV show in the UK called Saturday Superstore with Mike Reed. Remember that Saturday Superstore? Here's a lovely Johnny Hart. Okay, very elegant. He's about 40 odd years in this years old in this video. He's here at the height of his powers doing a lovely classic version of the traditional streamlined classic version of Song Woman Half. I think this goes back to days of Robert Harbin, this kind of magicians back to the 50s and 60s, did this kind of classic version. So here's the classic version with Johnny Hart, legendary British magician of Song of Woman and 2. Have a look at this one, it's very good indeed. Isn't it? Very good indeed, seriously, isn't it? Also, other versions have been done as well, variations of the trick as well. Another variation of the trick is done by a magician, a European magician, I think, called Dani Lowry. I think he's a French magician. Dani Lowry, I think his name is. His name is Dani Lowry? That's his name, seriously. He's doing a show in Europe, a European show. I think it's in France, it is. He gets a girl lying on a table and he uses a big pendulum, and the pendulum swings left and right and left and right. The girl's lying face down, and he cuts the girl's middle out completely, okay? He takes the girl's middle out and shows to the audience and puts it back, and the girl gets up again in one piece. This again is done really slowly, really well done, really slowly, really kind of pushing the illusion really carefully to show to you, really seriously. It's done really, really nicely. It's simple, direct again. It's really back to the audience and going, wow, it's really amazing, seriously. This is a great trick, isn't it? Legendary trick, isn't it? This version of the pendulum was really lovely, okay? It goes cut basically in 3 pieces, the middle taken out and put back again. It's so again, so simple, so direct, so clean cut. A lovely version, a good version, very baffling indeed. This is Dani Lowry, and a show I think in France about a few years ago, performing the pendulum cutting a girl in 3. Have a look at this one, it's very good indeed. isn't it? Seriously. There's actually about, I've seen there's an awful lot of versions of this on YouTube, seriously, on videotape of this illusion. Some are good, some are not so good, okay? As I say, it's worth checking out the original P.T. Salmon version done by Paul Dani was about 40 odd years ago on British television when he does the original version. It's not very spectacular, but it's a pretty good version of it. So the girl literally just gets to the box and sawn in two. But it's a very primitive, basic version done about 100 years ago by P.T. Salmon. Have a look at that. And of course, finally, we'll have a look at the great version, of course, by a great American magician from about 30 odd years ago, 1988, David Copperfield getting chopped in half with a giant death saw, okay? This, it still ranks, to me, it's the best illusion of all time, seriously, okay? It's, the dramatisation is fantastic, the stage is fantastic, the lighting's fantastic, the music's fantastic. Everything about this illusion was fantastic, seriously. It blew my mind when I saw it when I was 19 years old. So check back, relax for the finale. Let's have a look at probably the best songs wherever Copperfield lies face down on a piece of, on a plank basically, on a table, cut clean into, okay? Head, legs are there, bodies over there, okay, put back together again. It's an amazing illusion, done theatrically brilliant, okay. This has not really been beaten. There's other versions similar to this done by the magicians, but this version is pretty much the version, isn't it, okay, by David Copperfield from 1988. So here it is, here's a small segment again to remind you how good this is, on Copperfield being sawn in two by the death saw. Have a look at this, amazing, isn't it? Well, no, it says, I love that illusion, isn't it? Well, there's a basic illusion that we've seen the traditional version done, okay, by Johnny Hart, okay, we've seen the Pendragons do a version as well, Johnny Pendragon do a version as well, with the crystal box. We've seen Sam Powell do a version, okay, we've seen, of course, amazing versions, the Pendulum version, done by Dani as well, I've been in France, I think it is, with girls' middle taken out. I could easily show you even more versions of this trick, seriously. Even a version where somebody's actually standing upright and taking, you know, the body tips over to the right, okay, the legs are there. There's many versions of this trick, seriously, being cut in two. And in fact, another video on this, because it's such a big subject being cut in two, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the very much indeed. Please remember to like, please remember to subscribe, please do subscribe to the channel, please do as well. Please remember to click links below. 180 videos I made of magic and chat illusion, please do, okay? There are many videos out there, medium magic secrets, okay, for you, okay? Teaching you tips as well, plus also biographies of magicians like Copperfield and Chris Angel and Paul Daniels and many magicians, seriously. So please look at the channel, please do, look at links for that, for 180 videos of magic the last year or so. Please subscribe, please do, okay? Thanks everyone for subscribing so far. and please keep subscribing, okay? Please do, to help me out, so bring more magic to you, seriously, over 2022. Look after yourselves, see you again very, very soon. Happy New Year to you. Enjoy being cut in two. See you later, and bye for now. See you later on. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. See you later.